When the pandemic hit and we all had to start working from home, a lot actually changed.
We had staff that used to every day at the Mesa Lab give tours and run field trip programs for kids, and all of a sudden they went home and we didn't have a virtual audience, we didn't have video equipment and sound equipment, and they were figuring out how to do activities with supplies that people could find at home because parents were homeschooling at the beginning.
I think the pandemic forced us to adapt, and by doing so, we could re-examine how we work and what is possible.
And so it's been a great opportunity for us to open the doors to this national center to people from around the country. So that's been a real silver lining.
It really cut down on the commute. I'm spending half an hour a day commuting, so not having to go into work is half an hour saved there that I can do for my own time or spend with my son.
I became a mom early in the pandemic, so having the ability to work from home during those early days while also adapting to the new life was very beneficial. It gave me a peace of mind to know that I could still get my work done.
My number one priority throughout the pandemic has been the health and safety of our staff. A big piece of that was allowing staff to work from home where possible so that anyone who didn't feel comfortable coming into the office didn't have to do so. Additional leave options were made available, as were counseling and wellness resources. Flexible work emerged as being critical to our mission. During the pandemic, it also became clear that work and everyday life as we knew it in 2019 was not returning.
The REM project was launched in early 2021 to comb the latest research and gather staff feedback about what we want work to look like at UCAR and NCAR as we move forward from the COVID-19 pandemic. With the help of staff from across the organization, REM is defining, formalizing, and expanding the flexible work model we've been working under for 2 years. This includes the development of a policy and procedures governing flexible work based on staff recommendations and experiences.
One size fits all would never really work here at UCAR for the science because we're all very different. And so one of the things that I really wanted to do is make sure everyone had a voice and all the different types of science were represented and nothing suffered.
We were initially collecting ideas that were kind of across the board, from things that would address immediate needs to things that could have been sort of innovative, new, and taking a new opportunity.
UCAR allowed us to have a space and the opportunity to give the feedback and inform the organization about what worked best and what did not work so well during the pandemic.
During the pandemic, our resilience and our resourcefulness as an organization shone through. We found that many of our staff could work remotely from anywhere and still support our scientific mission. We also found that some staff, understandably, struggled to adapt to working from home. So now the work will be to design policies that formalize our new ways of working that we've all gotten accustomed to, in a way that supports our well-being and that allows our collaboration and a sense of community to thrive.
I think that UCAR went through the REM process shows that UCAR really values their employees.
UCAR's openness to remote work allowed me to take the job I wanted while still being able to live in the location I wanted. In many fields, it's not that common for those two things to align, and I was very grateful not to have to choose one over the other.
Key to the implementation of these policies will be providing training and resources to staff and supervisors to ensure that we are being consistent and equitable to all our colleagues, whether they are remote or on-site. Getting these policies in place will allow us to return to our work within the community with confidence and move forward into the new flexible working world.
So I'm excited about the opportunity of going back into the office and being able to have more discussions in person, whether it be when we're writing equations on the board or whether it is that we're just having lunch.
It's so great to see people in person. I think everyone misses each other, and there's just something different about having casual conversations and just those sort of hallway water cooler type chat.
Going forward, we will continue to do what we can to accommodate what staff need as we operationalize flexible work and the space and technology planning that goes with it. This will be a transition over many months and even a couple of years. This is not going to be a quick change. In addition to helping staff maintain their work-life circumstances, not requiring everyone to drive into the office will reduce our carbon footprint and make the organization more environmentally responsible. Moving to a flexible working model also helps us advance our important diversity, equity, and inclusion goals. By offering fully remote positions, we can expand our reach to more candidates from diverse identities and backgrounds who are interested in supporting our mission. In closing, thanks for your support and patience during the past 2 years. I'm very excited about our workplace of the future and remaining an employer of choice.
I'm very proud of UCAR as an organization for making this a grassroots sort of employee-driven process. The fact that we have all had opportunities to contribute and volunteer, that's amazing.